एक मिनट थोड़ा सा पीछे डोर देख आराम से थोड़ा पीछे प्लीज प्लीज चलना है निकलिए प्लीज और पीछे हो जाइए एक सेकंड मैम आइए
I'm excited to meet you. For having me here today. You can have your ice cream. Exactly. It is such a treat.
पलक बैक ड्रॉप पे या क्या नहीं बैक ड्रॉप पे लेके आओ बाद में Hi Jacqueline. Jacqueline. Hi.
Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Can we please access the lift? Yeah. Reading room 5.
बस बस चलो कमाल बैकड्रॉप पे चलो पीछे हो जाओ पीछे आओ थोड़ा पीछे मीडिया पीछे पीछे जाके लेना फोटो पीछे जाके लेना थोड़ा पीछे जाके फोटो लेना क्या कर रहा है मोबाइल पीछे लेना थोड़ा मैं क्या करूँ मेरे को समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि नहीं अलग नाम प्लीज यहाँ पर ग्रुप सेंटर यहाँ पे यहाँ पे हाथ मत डालना तो यार पूरा फ्रेम में आ रहा है थैंक यू मैम फॉलो करेंगे मैम प्लीज सोलो मैम सेंटर लो फलक मैम प्लीज कम थैंक यू सोलो करेंगे सोलो एक्सक्यूज मी भाई बस करो सोलो बहुत आगे थोड़ा पीछे क्या बात यहाँ पे मारा लेकिन सोलो एक सोलो करेंगे कैमरा दादा थोड़ा पीछे हो जाओ ना आप पीछे आ रहे हो मैम यहाँ पे सेंटर में मैम सेंटर सेंटर लोग
Wait, my camera. Okay. Yes, okay. Hi, Raisha. I'm just wishing you a very, very happy birthday. All my love. Thank you. Thank you.
आगे से ऐसे खड़े रहेंगे क्या सब लोग?
And may I ask Palak to join her on stage as well? And we will call the recipients of the award. The award is for the Fashion Innovation Icon Vegan Leather category to Amati. So we'd like to call on stage the founder of Amati, Pratik Nadia. Please come onto the stage to accept the award. We'll also request Mr. Kevin Shah, Chairman of Amati, to please grace us with his presence. Amazing brand Amati. Big round of applause, everybody.
Yeah, center. Right side. Thank you.
Jacqueline, we'd love for you to say a few words. So now we have you give up the stage.
मेरे हस्बैंड का चाहिए।
सबका भी आएगा वहाँ पे बात पूछने। अरे मैं भूल गया।
Could we request all the media persons to find seats as well? We will be starting the panel discussion shortly. Our panel is a star-studded one, for sure.
If we were supposed to shoot tomorrow, but now we are shooting next week. And I was really upset at Mr. I know. But apparently it was really nice though.
Our next panelist is Kuntal Joisha. Another very popular vegan and friend and inspirational person in many of our lives. Kuntal, Arvind, may I call you onto the stage to join Jacqueline and Palak on the panel? And I will introduce everyone again. A passionate advocate for kindness, for fitness.
अरे यार भाई कौन खड़ा हो गया? बोले नहीं खड़ा होगा कोई।
Arvind Krishna,
खड़ा होना तो हम भी आगे वही
professional
खड़े हैं।
basketball player, actor, ambassador for Vegan Newary India and Vegan
हाँ,
Newary,
तो हम आगे खड़े होंगे तो बोलना
promoting
मत।
veganism and animal rights. Kuntal Joisha. Kuntal is the first vegan to summit Mount Everest and has climbed major peaks all over the world, including Mount Lhotse, Mount Manasi, and Denali. Also a nutrition and fitness coach and named one of India's top 30 fitness influencers. Welcome to all of you, and it's over to you, Palak.
Thank you so much, Sandhya. Welcome everyone. We're very excited that Jacqueline and Kuntal and Arvind are joining us for this panel. And I can't think of three more appropriate people for representing this whole topic. This topic has been very difficult for anybody who is a meat eater and is trying to transition towards a vegan or a vegetarian diet. Leaving meat is not easy. It comes with its own baggage. But to be honest, it's quite easy also, right? Because if you have clarity on what to do next, how to maintain your fitness goals, how to be healthy, how to be fit without meat, without dairy, living a plant-based life, then it's pretty easy. So I'm so excited to have all of you here with me. Jacqueline, let's start with you. What does your fitness regime include, and what is the biggest change in your fitness routine after leaving meat?
Hello.
दूसरा माइक दिया जाए.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for having me here today. This is a very important conference, honestly, for me even to be at, and also to have such amazing panelists here. Thank you for joining us on the stage, and thank you for having me. So you asked me about my fitness regime. Well, I have been an actor for at least 15, 16 years right now. So I used to follow a very different fitness regime before. I think before it was more about aesthetics. When I used to work out and I used to choose my diet and I used to choose what I wanted to eat, it was more about, is this going to make me look better? It was always about, is it going to make me look better? Is it going to make me look thinner? Will it make me look more beautiful? It was always about aesthetics. And I think now when I approach my fitness regime, it's more about, is there balance in my life now? Do I have mental clarity? And that was actually something that came along when I decided to go meatless 3 years ago. And I have to say the journey was not easy. It was very easy for me to transition into meatless. Transitioning into vegan was a little bit more challenging, I would say. But like you said, it's not impossible. It can definitely happen. And it really does, what I feel was the biggest achievement, or probably the best success out of it, was that it did give me a lot of mental clarity. It gave me a lot of peace. And it's not about aesthetic anymore. It's about being holistic and having a holistic approach to my lifestyle, which I feel it has given me. So, yeah.
Amazing. We have a picture of you, of your fitness routine. Can we also
My
show
fitness
that?
routine?
Yeah.
It must be complicated.
A fit picture of you. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have. I mean, yoga has been a part of my life. Who was our host just now? She just told me I used to go to the same yoga classes as you. So that was something that I have been doing for a very, very long time. Again, I feel that we used to approach fitness and we used to approach our diets more about how it would make us look. And I would have so many people coming up to me and be like, hey, how do you have those toned arms? Or tell us about how do you achieve those calf muscles? And it was always, or how are you so skinny? A lot of times I used to get that as well. And that was the ideal at one point in my life for me. I would say that is not the way it is anymore. And really now it is about having a very overall approach. So yoga definitely fits very, very well into anyone looking to go into a holistic approach towards fitness. I would definitely recommend yoga.
Yeah, fitness is mental fitness, mental clarity as well. Mind, body, soul.
It targets everything. It targets your flexibility, your strength, your mental clarity, which I think it needs to be well-rounded when you're approaching it.
I love that. Our perception of fitness is so limited, but it's time that we expand that. Could you tell us what brought about this change for you?
So, I think, well, a couple of years ago, I was gravitating and wanting to learn more about spirituality and go deeper into it. So, I started studying about Paramhansa Yogananda and Babaji, and I started going deeply into meditation and looking at the benefits that it would give us, and also his teachings about how we need to be one with nature, and we need to have a lot of mental clarity if we want to live a good life. And it was 3 years ago that I checked myself into their ashram, which was in Mud Island, and it was a very, very tumultuous time for me. So it was New Year's. It was going to be New Year's of 2022, and I wanted to just get some peace. my mother had unfortunately just had a stroke, and I was not able to be with her. So I decided that I really wanted to utilize this time and be at one with myself and send her a lot of energy. And the thing was, I woke up on the 1st of Jan, 2022, and I said, I'm never ever going to touch meat again.
Wow.
Yeah. And I don't want to contribute to any more suffering, and I want to, just change the way my life is right now. And that just happened for me.
So you were just introspecting and this happened.
Yeah. It was after a few days of meditation and at the ashram, and it was probably just the day before. I was like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, and can I do this? No, I'm going to do this. And then I woke up on the 1st, and I've never looked back. I've never touched meat again after that, and it's been like 3 years.
That is commendable, especially if you have such a hectic life, you're trying to make this change proactively. Were you a heavy meat eater before this?
So I was raised a non-vegetarian. So my dad is a Sri Lankan, my mom's a Malaysian. There was meat at every single meal. So if it was our breakfast, if it was our lunch, if it was our dinner, it was just part of our staple diet, and we didn't know how to be without it. But the strange thing was, from a young age, I would sometimes look at beef and I would never be drawn to it, or I would never really want to eat it. So that was something I actually never even looked at as a kid. And then as I got older and I was in college, I started reading about veganism and, I want to try this right now. And, but again, that was more about, apparently it's really healthy for you. This is a really good way to live. And now it is more about just reducing the amount of cruelty that that we actually do put onto the world. And just trying to find a cleaner, more pure way of living. It has become more about that right now.
Yeah, you're also an animal lover, and I have so much respect for the work you do with, rescue dogs and with your foundation. So everybody, can we have a big round of applause for Jacqueline Foundation?
Thank you.
Alright, so is the Indian diet bad? I mean the traditional Indian diet, dal, roti, sabzi, for your health?
I actually believe that the Indian diet is one of the healthiest diets you can be on. I think that there are a lot of misconceptions, and people confuse possibly like your quantity control, the amount of carbs you're packing onto your plate, the oil that you're using. Are you using good oils? Are you using bad oils? This whole attitude of chalte hai, kha lo, kuch nahi. I mean, it's fine. It's nothing's gonna happen. We tend to, I think, approach sometimes food that way, and the Indian diet has a numerous amount of superfoods that even the West now are adopting. But it's a part of our diet and part of our food that we've been eating for generations. Turmeric has become such a big deal in the West. Moringa has become such a big deal in the West. Even amla, which is such a basic fruit over here, has huge amounts of vitamin C. And these are parts of our everyday diet. So I really believe if you approach it the right way, it could be the best diet and the best meal you could ever have.
Amazing. Do you think that celebrity diets are something which most people should follow, or?
Well, look, everybody is different, every body type is different, every person's lifestyle is different, so I don't believe that you should be following specific celebrities' diets. What they're saying is according to their lifestyle and their body type. But if people do want to follow a certain celebrity, I would say follow them for maybe the dedication that they have towards their fitness, or the discipline, or the consistency that they have towards their fitness.
Because each body type is totally different.
It's completely different. Even when a lot of people, they come up to me and they ask me about my diet. I get this a lot, about my diet, my fitness, what do I do? What am I what workout am I doing? And first of all, I have a job requirement, which requires me sometimes to rehearse 8 hours a day for a song, or there's an action sequence coming up. So it is very different, and my body will look a certain way because of that. So I do tell them to either first consult a nutritionist, consult a doctor. If you can work out with a trainer, ask them what they believe is best according for their body types. I think when you try to reach an ideal of somebody else's body, it can be very unnerving, it can be frustrating because you may not be able to ever really get there. But everyone can be consistent, everyone can be disciplined, everyone can achieve that goal. So I would say go for that.
Now, I bet everybody in the room is wondering and curious about what is your secret to fitness? What is your diet like?
Don't copy me though. I'm joking. I mean, of course I love giving fitness tips, and I've been doing this for so long. I entered the world of modeling when I was like 11 years old, and I've been doing TV hostings from that time. I was in Miss Sri Lanka, I moved into movies, I've done like